Go, greetings, I am Lies and I use she, her.
And I am Scandal and I use they, them.
And let's play a game together.
Woohoo! Alright.
Okay, so we are really into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. And we gotta see if we can find out what happened. I'm still angry at both of the adults and all three of the people who were apparently in the know for just being like, oh, Ryouta, you don't remember? Weird.
Huh, strange. I mean, again, like, you could just have basically, like, I'm still suspicious of Kazuaki, but also going, why would Kazuaki be asking that goddamn question? It seems weird. Remember? And also, again, like, Yuya, as far as I can tell, has at least an adult role. Like, if he's got that high end of a job, he's pretending, as far as I can tell, to be basically a child, if that makes sense.
Or he's he's lived a lot longer, like, a lot harder and faster.
Yes.
And he's in a role of authority.
Yes, which is one thing that bugs me about that. Anyway, so I thought this was
a birder?
I thought it was Nageki, but we can guess.
Nageki.
So you could try birder.
I don't know who it is.
Well, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Pick one.
All right. Two humans lie in a twisted pile. They are birders' parents. I don't think I'd say birders' parents.
This is Ryouta.
That is Ryouta. Okay, we got this.
Two humans lie in a twisted pile. They are birders' parents.
Birders.
She said they work as mediators between birds and humans. They were trying to say something to the humans barricaded on the other side of the wall, but they received only bullets as a reply.
Oh.
The death of her parents became a signal. The birds surrounding the little house crossed the wall as one.
The birds were like, we don't know how to handle this hostage situation. Oh, if you're killing your own kind, you insane. We done.
Yeah. The birds surrounding the little house across the hall as one. I can hear the gunfire from inside. I can hear the humans and birds screaming. We could do nothing but stand outside and watch. And then the stranger came and spoke to us. Is there anything you desire? I will grant any wish for you. So tell me. I answered. I don't want these things to happen anymore. My wish is for a world where humans and birds no longer fight. Even if I die, I want there to be peace. And Birder continued. I agree. I would do anything to make Ryuta's wish come true. So you are basically saying that we were manipulated by somebody who wasn't exactly clear when we were children, or at least much younger, and so you guys lied to us and used our feelings against us.
And the person went, well, if you want peace between birds and humans,
the only way to do that, yeah.
If all of them are, if one of them doesn't exist anymore, they won't be fighting.
If all of one of you are dead, then I don't have problems anymore, thank you.
Right.
The stranger nodded. It might not be possible right now, but one day, I will make it happen.
Oh, dear.
Oh, God.
Oh, hello.
More pressure! Experiment!
I know.
That's actually deeply funny.
That is pretty funny. Also, this is your diagram for the human face. Even your scientific diagram looks so tired.
It's so dumb.
So tired.
When we were children. That's right. That was you.
Oh,
Shoo. Oh. That was the other thing you had forgotten. You have remembered, I see.
And Shoo, 13 years younger or whatever.
Something. Who knows the timeline in this? Because especially if they're going to go, birds are sexually active in a year. So
well, and
it's
also
who knows
birds
what that
only
means.
live whatever their natural lifespan is currently in our real world, And going, I don't know how long pigeons that are healthy live, actually, so I don't know how old.
I thought some of them really could live, 10 to 15 years. I think if I remember correctly, some... So, I know it varies quite wildly, but, I swear some birds, they're if they're actually well taken care of, they can last a long time.
Right? I'm gonna do it really quick.
Oh, no. Do a search.
Pigeon lifespan.
6
years.
But that also might be some 15 years.
Okay, in captivity, pigeons commonly live up to 15 years and some longer. This would be equivalent to captivity because what that is well care, lack of predators, medical care, good food, that kind of thing. And so they've created a society for themselves. So around 15 years. So we could say maybe he and Birder, since it sounds like Birder was younger, on the other hand, he's still school age, so it's hard to tell. Yeah. Birder, I was 13 when I met him. I'm now in school and I'm 15.
We've been friends forever. Yeah. I'm like, so it's a little goofy when you think about that, but also that kind of makes sense in that way for kids, because sometimes you have so little exposure, you just go, you are my friend, and we've been friends for forever.
Yeah. Even if it just happened. And sometimes, even, when you're an older kid, it feels like that, but also just like, imagine this person just walking by you several years ago and just being like, well, that's a shitload of nastiness happening. Hello, two children of a different species. What is your wish? We want peace. I will kill half of everyone to make sure it happens.
Sounds reasonable.
Walks
you have
away.
Remembered, I see. 8 years ago.
Okay.
Oh my god, so
Ryouta,
is 8 years old.
To go to high school, you'd think you'd be a very mature pigeon by then, dear. If you were already talking and comprehending questions like that.
Holy shit. How old are you? Maybe they live a little longer. Because I can't, even with the 15-year thing, my brain is like, whoa.
You'd be a midlife pigeon.
Yeah.
He's 40 years old going to high school.
Hi, I'm Ryouta. I go to school. I've been
wearing that little sign that says one of the kids.
How you doing, fellow kids?
That one. There we go.
Exactly. Oh my god. 8 years ago, a number of humans barricaded themselves in a building not far from where we lived. Bird's parents were shot by the other humans, and many birds and humans were killed in the ensuing gunfight. And I met the doctor. I asked for a world in which humans and birds no longer fight. You and Miss Seedpie both said you would be glad to die to bring it about.
So this is going to kill both of you.
Hey,
perfect.
Excellent. And so I am carrying out your wish, just as you had stated it. Also, renowned scientist, I need to know how long his type of bird lives now. I think this is ridiculous. I think the thing is this is supposed to be, like, they have people ages, because this doesn't make sense otherwise. But they have also said literally in the story going, like, birds don't live as long.
That's what I was going to say. Didn't you say that in Ryuta's route he was like, we don't live as long?
I mean, I think you and I have seen that in this last ending, them going, birds don't live as long.
And it said it, I think, a couple of times. And so I'm like,
so,
do they live longer than they did previously? But
are we talking about bird years? Again, where you and I were like, you think a year is like 5 months or something like that?
Right, because the school year seems to be about 4 months long.
Right? Even though I know it's not. We do jump several months.
Seasons,
but still,
yeah.
But it's like, it's so fast, it feels like.
It does. So I don't know.
Just as you had stated it.
I'm going like... Dude, you're acting like an evil djinn.
It's okay.
You said you'd be willing to die, which means I chose a path in which you would die.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Even symbiotic relationships are not free from strife. In order to end the wars between humans and birds forever, one race would have to be completely destroyed. You see?
And there were less humans, so that sounded easier.
Right? That probably would be easier in that way, honestly. Why did you choose me? Back then, also, you have a bias, because you would have no interest then in basically figuring out a solution that would help both sides. Because you would go, the birds need to survive because I am a bird, so I think therefore as you as lesser anyway, so your logic to begin with is flawed.
Also, Sora, why were you walking around asking children outside of a tragedy what they wanted for the world?
Oh, sorry, that sounds very edgy.
And then you put your whole life into it, and for the last 10 years, that's all you've been doing?
Like, Sora, are you okay? Choose you.
Oh, it was a rhetorical question.
Why did I ask you what your wish was, you mean?
Yeah.
I assure you it was not a coincidence. I am not so bored as to wander around granting wishes willy-nilly.
To small children.
Still seems really convenient, don't you think?
Also these two people that you are like, both are genetically capable of doing what your plan, successfully supports.
I was about to say...
happen to be friends with each other and hanging out, and then you're just like, well, I didn't choose you on accident.
I mean, I like that they're trying to address it, going, I don't just do this for anybody, Kenneth. I don't do that.
And I appreciate
I'm not
that.
the wish man, alright? But it does seem a little goofy when you kind of go, excuse me? This whole thing then becomes super, plot convenient for you? Like,
or going,
cow.
maybe Berter isn't super genetically predisposed. He just put the records that way so he could use her because she already consented.
Right? You're like,
that is not informed consent.
Sorry, that's not even risk-aware consent.
None.
You're really bad at this.
Yes. Willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly. I, too, had made a promise to grant your wish. The preliminary test yesterday was a resounding success. We need only transfer the original elastosomes from Fujishiro Nageki to you, and everything will be in place. I have granted your wish. Fucking be grateful, you piece of garbage.
You are going to kill the entire human race and cause peace.
Also,
peace, I tell you.
Though I did make you jump through a few hoops so you would remember your wish and understand my intentions. That literally doesn't matter, sir, because this is about me and not you. So, excuse me.
What makes you think those specific hoops are going to cause him to remember?
Okay? Right?
So in my life, I have had adults who were just like, you need to remember this on your own. You need to put the pieces together on your own. You need to figure this out on your own. And I have had several of them under different circumstances walk me through shit and be like, and I will expose you to this thing and give you the face like, do you get it yet? And then I will expose you to this thing and then stare at you like, have you put the pieces together yet? And then I will expose you to this thing. And then eventually they give up because sometimes just a bunch of like suggestions don't do it for you. And I love the edgelord nature of, no, I understood the deep psyche of your mind well enough that I knew exactly what would trigger the memories and nothing else. And I carefully crafted a scenario in which you, while I knew you would never remember beforehand, would in fact remember by then. And if you remember, it is then consent and you can no longer refuse. Because no one can withdraw consent ever.
Once you've given it, again, not risk-aware consent, not consent at all. This is also imbalance of power. It's fine. It's okay.
Super. It's okay.
It's okay. Shu clearly is just an asshole. Like, that's fine. She was going, this is for me.
Again.
This is about my stuff. If I'm going to do this for you, you have to remember. Like, this is just Shu's perspective.
Also, again, I might not have chosen these kids at random, but then I just spent 10 years working on what I interpreted this wish to be.
Right? You're like, oh my god, please.
It's fine.
It would be the least you could do to acknowledge all I have done for you.
Well,
okay, now you sound... Now,
the least, at least.
It
Much
would be
least.
the least, to at least, to least. Okay, but the thing is, I'm like, that actually makes Shu seem kind of pathetic.
Okay.
I need you to remember, or otherwise, oh my god, my feelings, they are hurt. I am a powerful, independent adult who is very successful at all the things that I do, and I regularly don't care about anybody's opinion, but I need this one child over here to remember this bullshit.
This one adult who's attending child high school that I am super Sundari for. If you don't remember on your own, it doesn't matter.
Right? Well, that's the thing. I'm like, oh god, you are okay. You're insecure, Shu. It's all right.
It's all right.
Are you okay, sir?
So,
actually, Ryouta very sad. I know.
Yes.
I don't care about anything now. Border is gone. Also, that thing of going, if you are going to say that Ryouta is just a child, and you have this adult going, you must remember this thing because this is all your fault. The kid will take this to be their fault.
Right.
Because also, most kids do. Like, if you have people arguing in your home, if you have people who are, struggling with things around them, a lot of kids will go, is it about me? Is it with me? Is it in reference to me?
You also have children listening to adults and believing them because that's the way you form the picture of your reality.
Yes.
Like, whether you like it or not, a lot of the picture of your reality was formed by the adults that were in your life and around you when you were a child. And this is to anybody, because we were all children.
Yes.
And we all had adults around us when we were children. Like, this is a unified experience of our species.
As far as we understand, yeah.
I would say, and if there was anyone who wasn't, then they probably aren't watching this video or don't comprehend this in the same way, because...
Oh, yeah.
That's sort of what it takes to gain societal context.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, but the thing is you have adults going, well, you asked for this. And since adults, especially your parents, are God, as it were, you assume and are taught that they understand the world and you do not, yet. There is this solid, psychological programming of, I don't understand, so I need to believe that they do understand. Or believing that that is the truth of reality. Occasionally you'll hear people say, in abusive situations going, they told me that this was the truth, and I had to believe it, otherwise my reality didn't make sense. And since I couldn't leave my current reality, I just had to make it make sense.
Right.
And going, you're telling very solidly, Ryouta, this is your fault because it's what you chose. And Ryuta's going to go, I chose this, it's my fault.
Exactly. And this is the kind of thing, though, that can lead people to guilt for decades, for years, going, I made this decision. And you really have to sit there and go, hi, maybe you should go, talk to somebody about this,
And if you don't dig any deeper, it pretty much is just nothing but guilt.
But border is on. My wish has destroyed. Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I bless you.
Sorry, sneezing from beyond the
I
grave. I
hug you.
apologize.
My wish has destroyed everything. Nothing good has ever happened.
Okay, now that is a slump of self-esteem. Nothing good in all of existence has ever happened.
Well, that's because this is really horrible. Like,
no,
it makes sense.
No,
so,
it does. But I was like,
this is spiraling.
That
the
is
downward spiral by 9 Inch Nails.
It is real strong. You get in a loop and you go down further and further and you start to believe these things that it doesn't matter if there's proof to the contrary.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have access to it right now.
Yeah, and that's actually a thing that I have talked about, and I even talked to, like, for my personal stuff, I talked to my own therapist about it, going like, I'm not kidding, you can literally basically think yourself to death. Like, that's what happens. So that's why it's important, where, as some people say, and I mean this in the most affectionate way possible, of just going like, it's important to go sometimes outside and go touch grass.
Yes.
Because
to leave the environment you're in and be in a new environment.
Yes, whether that's engaging with something else, changing your just like literal physical environment by going to another room, sometimes by just getting up outside of the building, walking if you can walk, like just do something else. Detach from the thing that is causing you this harm.
And that aura reminds you of this pain.
Yeah, I wish I had, if this is what my life is to be like, I wish I had never been born.
Looks at the Wish Master. I wish I'd never been born.
Yeah, right. Oh crap, I hit the thing because I was laughing.
Sorry.
I don't remember what that said.
I don't either. Don't be anxious though.
I do not be anxious. So that
last line.
No
contractions.
I did.
No, because I said it with a contraction. I apologize.
It's okay. Do not be anxious. You have no will to resist. So soon you will forget it all. Good night, Mr. Kawara.
I desperately need you to remember this on your own, and I have carefully set
and
up
then I will
a
knock you out.
Saw-level complexity puzzle to make you remember. And then I'm like, yeah, but you're gonna forget it all. So this was all about you the whole time and not Ryouta anyway?
Yes? Like I said, I need to have the satisfaction of watching. You need to actually understand the thing I've done for you. I'm like, again, that makes you deeply insecure. I've always found that to be really funny, actually, to come back to a lot of stuff, and you just kind of go, wow, all these characters are really insecure, aren't they? You're like, what? You're like, if you need this person to fully comprehend and understand the amount of work you've put in,
to them, yeah.
Or in reference or about them, or, like, involving them, that is deep insecurity, in my opinion.
And you're looking for validation, and also, like assurance that what you've done is right. You're getting them on your side, going, I did this for you, and now that you understand, you know I did it for you, and so that's true.
My crimson black stench is
Can birds cough?
Talking will just make it worse, Igor.
My brain, I'm just like, I've never heard a bird cough in my life.
I know.
I'm just sorry.
As far as I know, birds don't have that kind of vocal cord, especially these sort of
that
suckers.
Kind of like
you might get a parrot coughing, but the thing is like
it's not actually coughing.
It's not coughing; it's imitative coughing.
Yeah, it's miming a cough sound.
Yeah. It seems to be leaking in quite slowly. I'm glad we have a little more time, but it is getting hard to breathe. Wallenstein, you coward! Come out and fight!
In fact,
say hi!
Yes! There you are! Okay, is there a window in the basement I need to know?
Who knows?
Okay,
there's as many windows as you want.
I say Oko-san has the power of animal convenience because he's so dumb. And I say dumb affectionately here.
Oh yeah, dumb.
Affectionately. Dumb affectionately. Of going
like he honestly
what
he's
I did was he's not polite enough to
No, he's not. But
he's
he's in the range of what could be, but the thing is that he doesn't have the niceness part. So
which is not a himbo.
Which I say disqualifies him from being a himbo. Thank you for letting me finish my sentence.
Sure. I say so he's more like a jock. Your total airheaded jock who's kind of, focused on his own shit and an asshole to other people. Yeah. But also OP.
Yeah, he deeply OP.
He OP.
Alright,
uses his plot convenience OP to smash through a window in the sub-basement that's underground.
Actually,
the windows showing dirt, he just blasts through one of them. Cool! Sorry.
I'm like, they're your lines, so... Hold on.
No, I'm sorry. I was gonna do it. I was just like, Sakuya's here too. Of
course.
And then I was imagining Sakuya trying to carefully, in his very dignified way, climb through the shattered window covered in dirt and just...
Sakuya, I will be
I'm the commoner, it's fine. It's a really sad face. Hold on just a little longer. We'll get you out of here. There. I will try to open the cage. Oko, you see through the gas. Coo! Oko-san shall not fail.
Fart-ko-san!
Oko-san? Hi.
Much better.
Hi, I saw to the gas. Oko-san, how did you see to the gas?
I don't know.
Inhales it amazingly.
Oko-san!
All of it, brain.
Woo! It just makes Oko-san super high. You're like, well, no one can say that you slack off as student president, Shirogane. Of course. Because you're the student president. The Crimson West shall not forget this.
You two are alone? Where did Kawara go? Where? Tell me. Coo! Were you separated? Did Ryouta wander off and get lost?
Like the piece of garbage that he is?
Like the idiot bird Normie that he is?
Normie?
He's not athletic enough.
No, he didn't. He got carried off by the doctor.
Bridal scoop? Yep, bridal carry just lays Ryouta on his back.
I need you to remember, my darling. It is very important. No, I do not wish to remember. No, I need you to remember. No!
No, you can't make me remember. But you must pay the mortgage, but I can't pay the mortgage.
Right.
Oh my god. Just imagining this brown, Borby pigeon with his rings just wrapped around this little sort of helpless Ryouta. And, again, this flat on their back pigeon experience, little feet up in the air. Carried him off like this. Ryouta, I'm so confused. Carried off? Cool. No, no doubt the doctor is making him drink nasty protein supplements as we speak. Which he keeps trying to do to Oko-san, going, please be smarter, you dumb idiot.
Actually, I found that to be deeply hysterical.
You're so irritating to see existing. Please drink this shit that will make you smarter.
If we do not act soon, the funeral song will herald the coming of the darkness.
Why can you never speak in plain Japanese? Miserable poltroon? What's a poltroon?
Okay, I have to know what a poltroon.
What is a poltroon? Is that another slang?
Hang on, what's poltroon? Poltroonism definition? Hang on.
Hold on, we're gonna find out.
Definition.
Not only the length of a pigeon lifespan, but also a poltroon.
Poltroon, according to something. From North American Heritage Dictionary.
Coward.
An utter coward, a lazy, idle fellow, a sluggard. A fellow without spirit or courage, a dastard, a coward. Synonyms is also craven, dastard, etc. See coward.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
You're poltroon. I'm like, speak plain English. Japanese goes to poltroon.
Most people uses higher vocabulary than most people have. I love that. Okay, 1 point to anybody who's watching.
If you knew that already.
Knew the word already. Good job.
They were like, you guys are lame. You didn't know this. Me. Oh, I'm sorry. I might have done.
Miserable. Poltroon!
I might have done Shakespeare for a while, but it doesn't mean I remember anything. He's saying that the doctor is planning to turn Kawara into a biological weapon.
Who's saying that?
Nobody.
Nobody is
Kazuaki just moved the conversation forward. Kazuaki, I'm not going to repeat it. We're just going to say this part.
He's saying. Who is he?
Oko-san. What?
What? Alright. What?
Nani? We can explain while we walk. Like, please, let's go. Assuming I don't run out of breath.
Oh. Very well. Let us proceed.
Proceeds down the hallway. Going, I'm coming or not.
Gently shaking the dirt off his feathers still. Trying not to preen and croon.
Right.
Real hard. Okay. I just, Kawara! Are you alive? Oh no. We reprogrammed Ryouta.
We did.
No, that's sad. Honestly, the doctor worked fast, though.
Yeah.
Oko-san has a bad feeling about this. Looks like they have the high ground. Ryouta is not normal.
Normal!
Ab is Abby normal. Miserable medical man.
Somebody, I get my alliteration in for today. Yes, me. That's also adorable.
Miserable medical man, what have you done to him?
I was gonna go, it sounds like a musical.
It does.
I love it. miserable. Like, honestly, I want to see Hatoful Boyfriend, the musical.
The
That'd be
musical,
great.
yes. Okay, honestly, everyone dressed as pigeons on stage would just be amazing.
Uh-huh.
You know, your thoughtful, minimalistic pigeon costumes.
Uh-huh.
I'd be for it.
Why, if it isn't the son of the noble LaBelle family, what is one of your prestige doing here?
Him just pulls his good wing around in front of his face.
He has one of his good wings. He has multiple wings now, more than the two he has.
He pulls his good wing.
Oh,
just
okay.
his good wing.
Yeah,
because he
his
has
other
his
wing.
disabled wing.
I know.
He has his knife wing.
His knife wing. So like just fucking shoe with a knife wing. I'm like, that just
poisoned knife wing. I'm also like, okay, now if you draw him human, he needs a poisoned knife hand.
He does. Or he just have Robo Hand.
I say he needs like a prosthetic hand with like a Guyver style blade coming out of the back
Hell
of it.
yeah!
Your pathetic jabs mean nothing to me. I just want to sing it now.
Do it! I support you.
What have you done to Kawara?
I have granted his wish. That is all. It is almost 10. The human forces are gathered above.
Yes, this is rock opera thing.
Mr. Kawara must now return to the surface and begin the end of the human race.
Can you guarantee all humans came to this dome? Infants and children as well?
Everyone.
We picked
also
up
something
our
that literally
babies and brought
burns
them.
out that quickly. Like, that's impossible. We have discussed on multiple occasions the reason why, like, various types of flus, why they are considered, or even just various different viruses are considered to be super deadly, is because of their, basically, like, ability to be controlled or not be controlled. Mm-hmm. So if they burn themselves out really quickly, they're very easy to control.
I say their potential for containment. On the other hand, if he's made Ryouta into sort of like a human-seeking monster,
which is hilarious.
And Ryuta's just going to, 1, infect all of them, somehow not getting shot, and 2, then infect all of it, just seek out Terminator style and infect all the other humans. Hi.
I have found it.
A human-seeking missile.
A human-seeking.
Just like, I love this. It's a musical.
It is.
Kawara would wish for no such thing. He would never harm a human. Right, Kawara? Speak to me, Kawara. Can you hear me calling for you? Yes.
Ryouta.
Hi. Short.
It seems he is hesitant to agree with you.
Oh, I've heard that too. Bah!
Everybody on the stage, jerks their heads to the
and
side.
it really is that thing where you just, bah! In the middle of a song.
He has been swallowed by the demon spores. Our voices will not reach him.
Our voices, they will not reach him.
It is time for us to go. He has but little time left in this world and cannot afford to waste any of it.
Has he but little time? What does this mean?
Honestly, suddenly, like, that explains so much just to the characters really expositing really strangely.
It's been a musical this whole time.
It's been a musical.
We didn't know.
Oh my god! I need to see it, like, immediately. I need a Hatoful Boyfriend the musical.
Hi.
His duty is to now fly about the world, spreading the seeds throughout all humanity. It will be a feat impossible for any normal rock dove. Of course, he will be shot at as well. If he were to fall from his wounds, he would die before completing his task.
So I've made him bullet repellent. Do not fear.
What if
Kosan will stop Ryouta here and now?
Honestly, I love the concept of, like, what happens is the actor just goes, "Coo!" And then the choir comes in and says the rest of the
Ryuta's eyes.
"Do not fear, Oko-san will stop Ryouta here and now." Comes this choir
Oh my god, and you would have
blazing from the side.
Actually, you would have the entire play, Oko-san the actor just screams, "Coo!" And then the choir interprets.
Uh-huh.
And that's their whole
this
character.
beautiful heavenly choir, especially considering what he's supposed to be.
Do not fear. Yes. Ryouta still
Yeah.
malfunction. Ryouta.exe has stopped. Huh.
The fight! It begins! There he goes.
There he goes.
There they go. And Mr. Kawara has traded his free will for normally impassable physical tenacity. That's okay, Shu. We already know canonically that Oko-san is fucking off his rocker, just so you know.
Additionally, he is sports-like you would not believe.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's been brainwashed?
Well, he can be brainwashed
In the next one! Thank you so much for discovering this was a musical with us.
Oh my god! Actually, I'm suddenly
It
going,
works.
This works so well.
We could do the whole game as a musical.
I wouldn't torture you guys with that because honestly, I can't just come off with tunes.
Long game.
Honestly, though, that's fair. Like real, actual classical musicals
We're
take
quite long.
like 4 hours.
It's beautiful.
So you could do that though. That would be really interesting.
I would love to see. I think it would require a little bit of ad-libbing to tie things together.
Oh yeah, you'd
But I
have
think
to
it would
change
work
some
well.
things. You'd probably have to be like, one, you're not gonna really see everybody else's route kind of thing. You're gonna get sort of like a weird, like I don't know how you do it, but I think it'd be cool as hell.
I think it would work.
Anyway, so, but thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos. If you're having a good time with us, please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. We have some links in the description down below, and we would love to see you there. Please also see us on Twitch. We have links there as well, and we would love to share games with you, because that is what we do. But other than that, I have been Scandal.
And honestly, I think you could maybe do it where each one of the characters, before they say, like as you go through them, nods to what their root conclusion is, but then you move linearly through the whole story.
Well, this is them. Like you'd have to get basically information about them. You'd have to figure out how to disseminate that.
And it's sort of thing of, if it were us, it would have been for each of them as you move past that part of the story.
Right?
And anyway, and I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!